Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So, today I am your science teacher and welcome to you in science class. Today our new topic is a clean world. Do you know what is our environment? So, everything that surrounds us is our environment. Like there are various things around us, including the living and non-living things. Like you can see so many things around us, like plants, animals, chair, fan. You know, there are so many things surrounds us, so that includes our environment. So you know, there are mainly two factors, biotic and abiotic factors. Biotic factors are living factors, in which we include the living things. Do you know what are the living things? Yes, correct. Plants, human beings, we are also in the category of biotic components of the environment, and animals. So these are the major biotic components of the environment. And we are having abiotic component of the environment. As I told you, the abiotic components are the non-living things like land, air, water. There are so many others abiotic components like our climate, our humidity which is present in our environment. So there are so many factors which includes the abiotic components. So both biotic and abiotic components, they are interlinked with each other. You know that the biotic components, they affect our abiotic component, and similarly the abiotic components, they also affect the biotic components. How? Let's see. Do you know the human beings, they are the social animals, and whatever we are doing, it is going to affect our environment. You know, we are making new and new houses, and we are using too much amount of lands. So from where these lands are coming? You know, we are cutting a lots of trees for making our houses. For fulfilling our daily requirements, we cut lots of trees. So due to that, it affects our abiotic component as well as biotic components. How it is affecting biotic and abiotic both? When we cut down the trees, so it affects our environment. So there is change in the climate. It can be in respect to our air conditions or in water conditions. Like if we cut lots of trees, so lots of tree, it will cause and it will affect our environment and also causes pollution. So we will study the term pollution in detail. So all the harmful substances that affect our environment in respect to land, water and air, it causes different types of pollution. As you can see in our surrounding, when the harmful substances which affect our air, that is called air pollution. When the harmful substances which affect our water bodies, it causes water pollution. And when the harmful substances which affect our land, it is called land pollution. So let's study in detail about air pollution. How the air is getting polluted day by day. Due to increase in population, the number of vehicles are also increasing day by day. So due to that, human beings are making a number of industries also, and number of vehicles are also increasing, and due to that the air it is getting polluted because the smokes which is coming out from the industries and automobiles, they are affecting directly our air. So there are various factors which affect our air pollution are industries. You know, as the human beings, they are developing new and new technology and industries. Due to that, the air is getting polluted. And automobiles, as the human population is increasing day by day, similarly the number of vehicles, they are also increasing. So due to that, the air pollution is also getting increased. So there are domestic fuels. So you know, we are burning different types of fuels in our houses, like some are people are using LPGs, which is good for environment, which is not affecting that much our environment, but meanwhile we are using petrol, diesels. So these domestic fuels, they are also affecting our air pollution. So undesirable gases like carbon dioxide, methane, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, which are coming out from the industries, they are also affecting our environment, which is causing air pollution. So next moving to the water pollution. So there are various, the people who are living near the water bodies, like near the rivers, they are washing their clothes near the river, they are washing their utensils and more the things they are doing, and due to that the water is getting polluted. So it can include organic and inorganic industrial wastes also. So you know that when the drainage from the towns and industrials, they are also coming, and at the end they are combining in our water bodies. So it is also affecting our water bodies. So mixing of soap, detergent and chemicals. As I told you that the people who are residing near the riverside, they are washing their clothes and washing their utensils, which are affecting our water bodies. Due to the water pollution, our aquarium or that the water bodies, animals, they are getting affected. Their life is getting too much affected due to the water pollution. Now moving to the land pollution. The all things, human beings are the most important factor for polluting the land pollution. We are throwing so many things whenever we are eating. We are throwing the wrappers on our land, and which is at the end polluting our land. So we should not do these type of things. We should always throw the things in dustbin. There are many types of waste that we are throwing in our surrounding. Some waste are biodegradable and some waste are non-biodegradable. We should throw the biodegradable waste in a different dustbin and non-biodegradable waste in different dustbin, because it will help our cleaners to maintain the biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances differently. So what do you mean by biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste? So we should have the knowledge of this thing also. That's why we can separate both type of waste. So biodegradable waste are those waste which we can decompose or which we can break down into the useful things. Those are biodegradable waste, like the peels of your vegetables. These are biodegradable. Papers, that the waste papers, newspapers that we are having. So these are also biodegradable waste. Means we can decompose these waste into the useful things. We can make manure out of them. So these are biodegradable waste which can recycle again. So non-biodegradable waste, like plastic bags, your tin materials and glass, rubber, these are non-biodegradable waste. Some of them take long time to decompose, but the plastic bags, they never get decomposed. So we should throw them in the separate dustbin. So it is very important to take care about the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. So we should sort out the things accordingly so that our land will not get polluted by adding the biodegradable or non-biodegradable waste. So these are mainly three types of pollution: air, water and land. So how we will prevent this type of pollution? What we should do for preventing our air, water and land life? So for preventing pollution, we should take care of the following things. We should put wet waste and dry waste. It should be decomposed or disposed separately in different containers, and we should dump the decomposable waste into the pits. Avoid the use of plastic bag. As I told you that there are so many things which take long time to get decomposed. So plastic is one of them. So it never get decomposed. I know there are so many type of plastic available in the market. Some plastics are now able to be decompose. But I'm talking about those plastic whose we cannot decompose. So we should avoid to use such type of plastic bags. Dirty water should be treated before entering into the sea, or you can say water bodies. The dirty water which is coming out from the industries, it should be treated well before it enters into our water bodies to avoid the water pollution. We must get our vehicles fitted with the CNG and LPG tanks. As I told you that CNG, compressed natural gas, and LPG, liquid petroleum gas, these are eco-friendly fuels, so we should use such type of fuels. Next, the tall chimneys with filter paper should be fitted in the factories. As you know, lots of smoke is coming out from the factories, and the chimneys of the factories, they should be tall enough, and there should be proper filter on these chimneys to avoid the air pollution. Don't waste paper. As you know, we are using so many papers in our schools for doing our lots of work. So what we can do, so if we are using such type of paper, we should recycle them once. Okay, so that makes the proper use of papers, because you know all the papers we are getting it from the good. We are getting it from plants. So we should take care of the paper and we should not waste it. Okay, so plants more and more trees. It is a very important thing that we should plant at least one tree. Whenever we are having birthday, we can plant one tree. So it's better you make a habit that whenever you are having a birthday, your mama's birthday, father's birthday, anybody's birthday, if you want to celebrate something, at least grow one tree at that moment. Okay, so we should follow the 3R rules, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce means we should think about it already that we should use the less things. We should not waste the thing. If you use the less thing, there will be less wastage. So first thing should be reduce. You reduce the use of things. Second, reuse. If you have used the thing, so at least reuse it. If you are using it one time, if it is possible, you should reuse it. And the third one, recycle. Whenever we are using papers, we should recycle it for doing some other kind of work. So if we are following these measures, we definitely are going to improve our pollution condition, whether it is of air pollution, water pollution, or land pollution. So it is very important to have a control on all these things, so to make our world a clean world, right? So we want that our earth should be a clean and a beautiful place to live. So for that we should follow these measurements, and we should take initiative. It's not only that we are just saying that we will do it. We have to take initiative. It's our duty to initiate and to make the other people to follow you for the same. So students, we have studied today about our environment. As I told you, there are two main components, that is biotic component and abiotic component. Abiotic components are the non-living components, and biotic components are the living components, which are responsible for balancing our environment. So after that we have studied the pollution, the harmful substances that affect our environment causes different type of pollution, which is land pollution, water pollution, and air pollution. Those agents or the pollution causing agents are called pollutants. It can be of any type. It can be chemicals, it can be gases, it can be your poly bags, anything that harms our environment is called pollutants. And after that we have studied how to prevent the pollution, and we should take care of all the things, that we should not throw the waste here and there. We should treat the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste separately. We should maintain the separate bins for the wet waste and dry waste. So we should, most important, we should follow the 3R's rules, that is reduce, reuse, and recycle. If you take the initiative, then everyone is going to follow you for the same. So it's better start from yourself first. So I hope you understood the chapter clearly. and that's it for the day.